Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you're all here. I had woke up really early today. Turns out I don't need as much sleep anymore. I just hit a new state of consciousness. But I've been up a long time, and I was like, God, I want to go live, and I guess I'm here. By the way, my kitty, actually, both of them are actually right. They're at this really noisy tube. So if you hear that, it is just them anyway. Today we're going to be doing a reading about the week ahead. It is Sunday, so I was like, why not? It's going to be a quick message, a quick guidance message or theme you need to know about. I don't really know. I don't really know like what we're going to get exactly for each of the signs, but it will be tailored to what is going to happen the week ahead. I do have an announcement. Oh, hello, Reiki, Julia, Diamond, and Amy. I have an announcement. I am doing a group candle. If you are interested in that, it's all about healing and love. A lot of people have done it. I've already created the list. I have the list. If you would like to participate in it, all you need to do is book with me. It's going to be a very powerful one. Removing blocks as well. It's going to be a good theme and heaviness that's on us. And yeah, if you are interested, if that calls out to you, be sure to purchase that. And it is a nice, cheap price. I am also offering personal candles as well, where you get a more concentrated dose of power. So if you are interested in that, I am doing that one as well. All right. But just keep that in mind if you're interested in any of those two things. I'm also doing, hi everyone, group guided. Ooh, I spelled guided wrong. Meditation on the 14th. Yes, I am also doing group guided meditation on the 14th, all about releasing the old and putting, sorry, Metatron wants me to phrase it like this, putting us on the best timeline. I don't like saying it that way because it's not how it works, but he says that really it's going to hit home for a lot of you, but it will put you on the best timeline. All right. So if you're interested, I am doing that on the 14th. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people have signed up for that one, by the way. So only get it if you could feel called to. Let's see. Is there anything else that you want to say about that, Metatron, or anyone? No, he says that sometimes we need help. And it's okay, right? That's what he wants to say. He says sometimes we need help, and it's okay to get it. It's okay to open ourselves up to that. So I don't know if someone's struggling with that, with getting help or reaching out for help. I've been there. It's so much easier when we are called to that we take help. Not always. That doesn't work that way, right? But when we're called to, when we feel like I need that, then you get it, right? And do it for yourself. But it's important. That's what he says. That's all he has for that one anyway. And I also have live readings. I have limited spots, by the way, very limited. I'm not going to do a full set. So if you are interested in live readings that are going to happen later on today, I do have like a few slots open. Okay. So if anyone's interested in that, I think maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I usually close it when I'm like, oh, it's enough. I usually close it. So I'm going to be doing that. So if you are interested, if you feel called to, you can get that as well. All right. Anyways, that's all I got for like the announcements. I thank you all for being here. And today is going to be a quick message, a quick one, all about the next week ahead. I was going to say 48 hours. No, it's a week ahead type of thing. All right. Who's going to answer our questions? We have Metatron. He says he's the best at the predicting things. So he's going to do it. Okay, thank you, Metatron. So we're going to start from Aries all the way down to Pisces. Let's see. You can get it for someone else. I put my whole family on this list, or I actually put my immediate family on the list for the candle. If I think that's what you're asking about, right, Celeste? I don't know. If that's what you're asking about, Celeste, you can put anyone else. I had someone put their brother already. It's no big deal. So it sends to them. They will receive it wholeheartedly. That's what Metatron wants to say. They receive it wholeheartedly. Be careful. I kind of want to give like that. That just like that kind of, it's not a warning per se, but the candle's gonna be very powerful because it's being done by me. Like, I'm not joking when I say like it's gonna be the most powerful thing. Although this is my first time doing it, it's going to be real powerful anyway. And it is healing. So just brace yourself for that. It is what it is. I just want to say that I know that when the healing candles are active, it's some real tough stuff going on in the inside. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway, all right. So let's see. We are at 5 minutes and 9 seconds for Aries. So let's see, Metatron, what do you have to say for Aries in the week ahead? One of the things that Aries, that Metatron wants you to focus on is not so much what's currently happening in your reality. And I really do understand how much of a pull our reality has on our mind, on our psyche. In fact, we kind of want to fixate and focus on it. But our reality and what's happening in the reality is a result of something that's currently happening within us. It feels like you have been unable to detect the lower vibrational frequencies and the energies that are impacting your life. This reminds me, I was having a flash, and it was like I had a flash, and it was like a vision of me, and I was telling someone in this flash earlier today, I was like, your issues that you have are blocks and restrictions. Like, your life shouldn't be like this, right? Life is always working out perfectly. And that is true. Even when bad stuff or stuff that shouldn't have happened, it always smooths out, does it not? Because that's the math. But I feel like you have a life that has more issues than it should. And you're not paying attention to that. And what Metatron wants you to do is start to focus on that, because that is where you're going to make some serious progress. It's funny because in the flash and the scene, the vision I had, I was bringing up Akashic karma clearing contracts, the contracts that I have as well, and the forgiveness meditation, which I'll give to you now. This comes from Katherine Tack. I'm going to give this to you now. I want to give it for you, but it is so important that you are. Ooh, I didn't mean to click that. Oh, hello, Celeste. Anyway, I don't know why I hit you, Celeste, but that's no coincidence. All right. Anyway, but if you are interested in that, it's something to just take note of. Metatron wants you to focus less on what is happening. That doesn't matter, right? This is a result of something there's energy around you, low vibrational frequencies around you that are blocking you and making your life horrible. You don't have to live this way. You don't have to have stuff always happening. You don't always have to have drama in your life. I don't have any. Can I be real with you? I don't have any. I don't have any things that really pops up. There is actually one issue I currently have, and it hit me again. And I've been trying to move. I have a block there, and I've been really trying to dig to find it, but it's been real hard to find that one. Anyway, it's from a past life where I was a priest. It's really annoying. Anyway, it's really hard to connect your energy back to abundance when you made that vow. But I am working through that. That's what came through earlier, where I was sitting on the couch. I was like, why is this happening? And the medicine was like, it is that vow, right? I got to figure out how to remove it fully. I thought I did, but it's still there. I can feel it. Anyway, I digress. But what you need to focus on is not so much what's happening in your life, Aries, but what is the cause of it. Such a juicy one. It's a real good one, real nice one to get, by the way, because so many people are just logically thinking, oh, this happened because they said that, blah, blah, blah. No, it's something in you. There's something here. There's a block, there's a restriction, there's an energy, there's karma. There's something that is blocking you and making your life not great. And you need to pay attention to it, because it's not going to go away. Period. End of story. All right. So I got a few Aries. I thank you. Again, short readings. Okay. Don't forget to like and comment. Hi, everyone. Let's see. We're on Taurus's reading. Metatron really likes 833 for your number, by the way, just so you know. Okay, Metatron, what do you have for Taurus for the week ahead? Metatron will like you, Taurus, to pay attention to your money. And it's not so much that you're going to be making a lot, and it's not so much that you're going to be making too little. I think you need to pay attention. It feels like it could be your relationship to money, but it's hard to say. Let me see. Metatron, can you clarify this? Can you give me a clarifying energy or message for this? What is your message about Taurus when it comes to money? You're not making enough. You're not. It's not going to go too bad, too little. I feel like you need to start to pay attention to the fact that what you want for yourself, you need more to get it. And when we look at that, when we're like, okay, I want this experience, or I want to go to this place. I remember when I was like, I'm going to go to Soul Quest. I was going to go to Florida. I was like, I had no money to do it. Like, I was making a certain amount. And then I was like, I'm going there. I'm going. And I started to make more. And I started to create new revenue streams to make more. I think you need to do this. I think you need to look at yourself like, I want to have that experience. I want to go, let's say I want to go travel to Europe, right? Let's say you want to go travel to South America. I don't know where you want to go. I don't know if it's travel. It could be something else. Let's say you want to buy a house, buy a car. Yeah, you need to set that. You need to set that in motion by deciding I will have that experience. Because when you decide you're going to have that experience, you're going to start to work on building yourself up to that experience by making more money, by having more and getting more. You will naturally get more because you need it. You need more to have this. So you're naturally going to start to attract more of that. And you're going to heal the things that are keeping you from achieving and getting that in the first place. But it's something like that where you're kind of looking at your life and you're like, oh, I only have this much money to do this, right? You're trying to be practical, something like this. Yeah, you need to decide, I want something that's massive and I need to find a way to get there, because you will figure it out and you will create a path for yourself. This is sovereignty. It's a management said this is sovereignty incarnate, right? When you decide I want more and you create that path and you walk it. So right now is a time for you to pay attention to your money, because what it is that you want in your heart space is more than what you currently have in your life. And you need to make that choice that it is yours. You're meant to have it and that you deserve to have it. That's what you see, isn't it? You deserve to have that experience. And when you make that choice, you will start to walk that path to get there. But it requires you to see it's not what you make currently, not enough. It's just not. It just isn't. You need to make that distinction. I remember when I used to work at Starbucks a lot, right? I went from Starbucks, the Jules and the corporate Starbucks, and I was making so little, and I had made a choice. I need more money. I made that choice. And at first I got 2 jobs, and then the next time I got a job that paid as much as 2 jobs and it actually paid more. And I'm telling you this because I feel like you need to hear that. Like you have to make that choice that you need more, because you're not going to ever walk that path to get there. And that is what Metatron wants you to focus on for the week ahead, is you deciding you want more, but it has to have like a destination, like let's say it's a place you want to travel, or a car, or a home you want to own, even sneakers, something like that. You need it. I feel like you need a physical, tangible thing. That's what it feels like to me. Like a physical, tangible thing or place that you can go to, and then that is what's going to lead you there. All right. So I got for you, Taurus. I thank you. Don't forget to like and comment. Alrighties. I didn't mean to make that go too long, but let's see. 22 for Gemini. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Don't forget to like and comment. All right, let's take a look here. Gemini. Oh, sorry. I totally forgot Taurus's reading. I didn't put Taurus. Don't hate me. I don't always remember that. Anyway, Gemini. Let's take a look here. Hold on. Let me put this in the comics. I think people would want it. Taurus, because I always see it. All right, there. Yeah. This will work. Okay. Let's take a look here. Metatron, can you tell me what does Gemini what does Gemini need to know about the week ahead right now? The week ahead isn't the most important, but it is leading to something that is important for you. Very important. In fact, I feel like what Metatron says for you, Gemini, it's really good for you to start to think about how you want, not how you want things to play out, but I guess how you want things to... Wait, can I get a clarifier on that, Metatron? Is it how do they want things to play out that they should be asking about, or how do they want things to, or what order do they want things to go? Saying the first one. It is that, though. Okay, sorry, I pulled away and I was like, really, you're giving them this, but he is giving you this. I feel like you need to, like, maybe you're thinking about what's next for you, or maybe you're thinking about what you want to do, right? For the week, for the rest of the year or next year, or you're kind of making plans for yourself. It feels like this is a very crucial point in time when you are thinking about what's next. And when you're thinking about this, it's important that you make some real good choices here. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling he was going to lean into that. He suggests that you connect to your higher self and make sure that you're making these choices with the higher self. But it feels like you're at that planning phase, or the thinking phase, whatever. I don't know. Aren't those the same? I don't know. But whatever the case is, like the thinking, planning phase about what's next. It's not going to happen this week. You're not going to make moves towards it this week, but it's coming. it's going to be here before you know it. It's kind of one of those things where you're like, oh, it's going to happen next month. And all of a sudden it's next month. And you're like, wait a second, I didn't think enough. Yeah, you need to make sure that you are really giving this some thought. What do you want? Where do you want to go? What is it that makes you happy, right? It's stuff like that. This is so important because you're going to be creating a lot for yourself. And these things need to be factored in. It feels like the beings of light are working with you. To create a life for yourself. And they would like to know more about what it is that you think you'd want or what it is that you're open to. I feel like even talking to them in that way will help. Metatron is suggesting that you figure this out. You need to know. This actually might be holding up the next chapter of your life as well, because you haven't quite figured that out, right? What do I want to do with, like, one question I constantly get, not a good question to ask for a psychic reading, but what's my purpose? I get that one all the time, right? Or what should I do? Or where should I focus? And blah, blah, blah. I get them all the time. Not the best question to ask. It's best to ask an Akashic record reading. But anyway, a Metatron is suggesting that you really start to answer those questions that you have, these long-standing questions that you have, and figure things out, because it's going to help things move faster. And it may not play out exactly the way you want it to, but it will have some variation of that. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Is there anything else? I think that's it. Just you need to make up your mind. Don't put this off as well. No procrastination here. Metatron says the bigger the better. The bigger the better is for this, for whatever is coming next. The bigger the better. Okay, so dream big. So that's what Metatron suggests for you. All right, so we're at 16 minutes and 22 seconds for Cancer. Hi everyone, I do appreciate all of yous. Let's take a look here. Cancer. Let's take a look. Metatron, what do you have to say for Cancer in their week ahead? You are currently stuck in a karmic cycle, Cancer, and you're having trouble figuring it out. I think you have some access and awareness to the fact that you're about to repeat the same stuff again. I wanted to say that it has to do with love, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be, I guess it could be connections or romantic connections. There's some kind of repeat that's about to happen. In fact, I see the karmic cycle is like going over your head. It's not going to close, and you're going to end up repeating it. What Metatron wants you to focus on is what this karmic cycle is that you keep repeating, and why do you keep unsuccessfully, he said failing, but I wanted to say it this way, unsuccessfully completing this karmic cycle. And this is what's so important right now. Let's take a look here. Is there any insights and awareness? I think it's to do with love, because that's how he gave it to me. That's how I received it. I want to see if there's anything else that this can consider. No, it's love. I also feel it has to do with compassion and forgiveness. It feels like that as well. So keep that in mind, bear that in mind. But it's like you're just going to do it again. And like, I feel like your angels, your spiritual team, they're like, oh my God, why? You don't need to, come on. Like just focus on this a little bit more. And that is what your message is for the week ahead, right? Look at what you keep repeating. Let me see. The one thing that I know how to do, it's a hack actually. It's an Ascended Master hack that I used to use a lot, where I would connect to my higher self and ask my higher self, what karmic cycles am I stuck in? And my higher self would tell me. And it's actually a real good hack, by the way. That is my suggestion. Let me see what Metatron has. He says use a crystal ball. Oh, I see why it works. Oh, I get it. You're having trouble seeing the different angles of a situation. And if you were to gaze at this through a crystal ball, you will be able to see it from another point of view and see what you're missing about the situation. It is the suggestion for you, Cancer. If you have one, there was someone that suggested this to me, where you can like do black spray paint on a board and you can look at it in the reflection. It's similar to that if you don't have a crystal ball, but you can use a small one. I believe those are cheap. I used to have one, by the way. I used to, but you're having trouble seeing it. But when you look at the situation in your mind's eye through the crystal ball, you can see it from another angle, another perspective, and you can see, oh wait, that's what it is. That's what I'm learning. That's what it's teaching me. So you can finally close this once and for all. You have I see at least 2 karmic cycles, but it's stopping you from reaching a specific destination where things are going to change rapidly for you. So that's why this message is your message. Sorry, Metatron said Tuesday, early Wednesday would be a good time for you to do this, and I know some of you may watch it later, then do it next Tuesday, early Wednesday will be a good time. But a crystal ball or the higher self. But Metatron did suggest crystal ball, so I would probably go with that instead. The higher self connection can be tricky if you don't have one with your higher self, but the crystal ball, all of you should be able to use that divination. Is there anything else that they need to know about the crystal ball, Metatron? No. There is a suggestion though from Metatron. Pick a being of light that you feel close to and have them on the other side of the crystal ball with you. So they will touch it with you and help you and give you guidance and healing. So sorry, Metatron said use your mother. I want to say it's Gaia that he's referring to, but I'm going to leave it like that. So some of you may have had a mother who passed. Use the mother if you do have that. So or you can use Gaia, but something that's motherly for you, a motherly energy for you. You will know what that means and that feels like if that's for you. Okay. Anyway, that's it. That's what I got for you, Cancer. Don't forget to like and comment. So we're at 20 minutes and 40 seconds for Leo. Hi, everyone. Okay, let's see. Beautiful. Yes. I'm happy you're gonna. The collective count is gonna be very powerful. By the way, okay, let's take a look here, Leo. Metatron, what does Leo need to know for the week ahead? You need to deal with what makes you angry. It seems to be the most problematic thing I think in your life right now. You may have a short fuse. Okay, earlier when I was about to go see an apartment, and then there was a marathon on both sides of where I live, so I could not leave. All right, I was trying to take an Uber to see this apartment. Anyway, I'm real annoyed by this. I'm not joking. But I digress. But I was walking home with my dog, and I saw these two kids collide into each other on the bike, right? Because they closed the streets, so they're riding in the streets, and when they rode into each other, they got so scared. And then they got really angry with each other. And that's reminding me of you. Like, I feel like fear always moves to anger, but I also think you have some anger problems you got to work through as well. What Metatron is suggesting for you is for you to really put the work into this. It will benefit your life so greatly. The anger and rage contract are things that I suggest. I listen to those contracts 2 times a week now after listening to them for 14 days. So keep that in mind. I still listen to them. We always have past life stuff coming up. So I always want to get it out of me as fast as possible. But I think you need the first initial purge of this so that you can feel great. And you deserve to feel great, but it is an anger issue. There's like frustration as well. I'm seeing someone whose life is like, oh, this is it kind of feeling. And it is time for you to face the things that are making this happen. And it's not just the outside. It's also what's happening within and some of your energies. I see anger as being the specific one, but it doesn't have to be only that. Fear is the other one. Fear always moves to anger, always. I don't know why. As humans, we get very mad when we're scared. Always. It's like we get so angry. So I imagine fear is part of this as well. So anything else that you want to say to Leo this day? You're worth it. Yeah. You're worth this. It's not as it's tedious. Don't think I'm sitting here thinking, yes, I'm doing this guided meditation this morning. I don't think I'm sitting here doing that. I swear to you, I'm not. I'm like, oh, I have to do this. But I know the benefit of it. You need to experience that. And maybe the benefit isn't enough for you, right? But let's give yourself that chance to decide that for you. Because right now, with you not doing the stuff that you have access to heal yourself, it's like you don't really understand what you're missing, and you can't really make an informed choice. It's about time you just started to do it and stop complaining. Just get to it. Just do that work. Stop procrastinating. Get over this this hill, this hurdle. I honestly kind of feels like you're in like a bubble of some kind, and there's a hill too. It's like you have a bubble and a hill you need to get through, and it's just do it. Just do it. Feel what that feels like to be at the top of that hill. And you can then decide for yourself if you want to keep going on this path. But I feel like you just haven't had that first one, especially with anger and frustration and fear. Those are anger, frustration, fear in that order. Those seem to be the one. Let's see. Is there anything else? That's it. That's all he's going to give. Thank you, Metatron. We thank him. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Okay. So we're at 24. 24. Virgo. I was like, what? I was like, what's the sixth sign of Virgo? All right, so let's see. For the week ahead for Virgo, what's coming up? Metatron suggests that you make plans for this Saturday, Sunday morning, but I think Saturday evening seems to be the key. I'm not saying that there's something special happening on the Saturday. I don't know. It doesn't feel that way to me, but I think you need stuff to do. I think you need to start to plan for things to do on the weekend and plan for things to do on your free time and plan for things that are going to make your life more interesting. It kind of reminds me of the Leo energy, where it's like you just need to experience this and then decide for yourself if you want it in your life or not. But it's like you haven't really given yourself that chance to experience what you're missing when it comes to those Saturday night plans. And I think Saturday night plans is like a euphemism. More so than the actual day, but it's Saturday night or the weekend plans, things that people do on the weekends. That speaks volumes, does it not? I feel like you need some more of these experiences, and it feels very much important that you step out of your comfort zone as well. Like, don't do stuff you've always done. What, right? Like, oh, this is nothing, right? It's just you doing that, right? Do stuff you haven't done, or do stuff that makes you scared, or that makes you worried, or pushes you out of your comfort zone, because you're going to have so much growth there. But you need to start to, like, okay, I'm going to make plans for this Saturday, whatever your free day is. I'm going to make plans on that day, and I'm going to go somewhere, and I'm going to follow through with it, because that is what's going to benefit your life greatly. And even though you may not necessarily think it's important, or you may not want it, it will benefit you. And I feel like you need to experience those things. Metatron does suggest you pick something fun. That's his suggestion, something that is fun to you, fun and out of your comfort zone. Anything else? He doesn't mind being spontaneous as well. There's nothing wrong with that. So if you are interested in being, sometimes when we make plans early in the week and then it comes to later, we feel so tired. Be spontaneous, right? On Saturday, you think of something right then and there and you go and do it. But you do need an experience like that. You do need to make plans. This is going to shift your life in a rapid sort of way. Let me see how it will shift and change your life. I see, so I see you at the center, and I see this wheel spinning around you. It's going to change everything. That's how I see it. I don't know what that means, though. But you're the center, there's a wheel, and you're spinning the wheel, and it just changes like that. So that's how I see it affecting your life, okay? Whatever that is. Anyway, I thank you, Virgo. Don't forget to like and comment. All right, so we are on 27:15 for a Libra. Hi, everyone. Okay, Libra. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look here. Metatron, what do you suggest, or what do you have for Libra this week ahead? It's to do with love. Let me take a look here. Okay, I feel, Libra, that you are in the energy of like wanting to open up to love, wanting to open your heart up again, wanting to be vulnerable again. I think you're facing something you haven't faced before. Blocks and restrictions that are keeping you from being able to do this. It feels like there is this desire. I want to experience love. I want more love in my life. I want more connections in my life, platonic, romantic, whatever, right? You just want that family, familial connections. You want to have them deeper, more meaningful, and special connections. It's like there's this energy within you. I desire this. But what you have here is someone who's having trouble getting to that experience. When we always look at things as we're here and what we want is there, and there's something in between us, we can then start to look at what's in between us so that we can work through it. That is the guidance and suggestion that comes from Metatron, understanding that what you want is always in between something and yourself right now. And that something are blocks, restrictions, barriers, and resistances to love. You are scared of love. I can see it. I can feel it. There's a fear component here with love. You haven't fully healed your past hurts, which is part of the block, part of the restriction. So anytime you want to go out on a date, you're likely going to face you're late, or they're late, or they don't show up, blah blah blah, and you think, oh no, it's me. It's not. It's your block and your restriction. They manifest in our life this way, right? As people I don't know what it is. As people ghosting us or people not replying, it's just how things manifest. But you have this, right? I want this experience, but I'm having trouble moving in that direction. Let's see what your suggestion is. Metatron suggests that you hold a compass in your hand. He says that you should have one, or you should be able to create one really quickly. And you're going to use that to guide you forward through this. I see it like a sandstorm or a thunderstorm that you can't see anything in. So you need a compass to guide you north. He's saying to hold the compass whenever you're thinking about where you should go, how you should go about love, how you should find it. Oh, it's a good one, isn't it? And hold the compass in your hand, left hand, by the way, and you're going to close it in your mind's eye, see it, and it will lead you to what you should do next, and it will help immensely. Let me see, is there anything else that you have? Healing the past hurts and past pains is the key, but holding the compass will help you navigate through the storm, because it is a sticky type storm that you're not able to see. And I know, I really do know, and I understand, you know, it's not part of the physical reality, but it is impacting your life greatly. And I think at this point in time, you now get it. Right? I think you wouldn't have got this message if you weren't able to comprehend that. I think that you can get it now. It is impacting you. You're like, what is this? Like, there's something here. And there is, literally. You just can't see it with your physical eyes, but it is there. Grab the compass, guide yourself through this, and you will make it to the other side. Anything else? Healing. He says he's suggesting a healer of some kind, whatever sticks out to you as the person that you should go to. I always bring up Laura Nani, and people always say, oh, you didn't put her thing in the thing. It's here. So if you are interested in getting a healing, I'm not offering them right now. There, yeah, there it is. This is it'll be this one right here for you, Libra. All right, and anyone else that wants it, it's and I know it says entity clearing, but it is healing as well. All right, and that's all I got for you, Libra. I want to thank you. Don't forget to like and comment. So let's see, we're at 31, 22 for Scorpio. Let's take a look here, Scorpio. Yes. All right. So Metatron, what do you have to say for Scorpio for the week ahead? One of the things that Metatron would like you to start to practice is the access practice. I do this right before I do all my readings and any type of work I do. It's where you draw energy from the center of the crystals you draw energy from the crystals at the center of the earth into your chakra system. I usually go all the way up to the 12th chakra, personally. I actually personally do that. But you can go up to the soul star, which is 0.5 meter above your head. And then you're going to call on the energy from Sirius B, the sun behind the sun, and pull that into your chakra system. So you just, with your mind, know you're doing that. And you start to fill up. He wants you to bring this up. I breathe in that energy from the count to 10. So I breathe in the earth to the count of 10, like 2 times, then the sun to the count of 10, 2 times. And then I breathe them in both to the count of 10 for 2 times. And then if it activates and grounds you, it is the number one thing right now that you need to be working on is an access. Once a day, every day, you do it in the morning, then you ask the energy to run automatically, and it will keep you activated and grounded. He's saying, Metatron says that your grounding is what needs more work. And this is the best way for you to ground because it activates and grounds you. So you're at your best, right? You're at your peak. You would be able to receive the most in these with this activation, right? And grounding, and it will help keep you more in alignment and balance. Let's see, is there anything else? And again, it's just breathing in the energies of the crystals, the center of the earth to the count of 10, then Sirius B to the count of 10, and then both to the count of 10, and then boom. You're there. You'll feel it. It's actually quite powerful. I feel it a lot though, but technically I have very strong clairsentience. It's like at 800 out of 1,000 right now. But I always feel it. But you will definitely notice the difference if you can't feel it. And it's important that you start to get into that groove, right? Get into that habit. There it is, habit of this, because it's what's going to keep you in alignment and balance. You are ungrounding often. Yeah. It's funny, my sister and my mom, they recently moved. We're struggling to move as well. No coincidence there. And my sister, she's getting excited and she starts talking like crazy and she's like really annoying, right? And it's because she's ungrounded, right? It's her grounding because she was excited was she was taking in too much energy. It was lifting her up from the ground, and she was becoming a little bit I don't know, erratic's not quite the right word, but you know when someone's ungrounded, you're just like, oh my God. I was there, I was with her for like a minute, and I was like, oh my God, you need to be grounded. And I had to ground her so that can calm her down. It's so important that we are maintaining our grounding. And you need to start to work at that. Okay. That's it. That's all I got for you. I want to thank you, Scorpio. Don't forget to like and comment. Let's see, we're at 34. Let's see, it's 34. And we're at Sagittarius now. Hi, everyone. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see, Sagittarius. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see. What is Sagittarius's reading for the week ahead? Sagittarius is reading Metatron. I have a vision of you. I want to say you're plucking tulips from a garden. I don't know what tulips mean though. Let me look at the meaning of tulips. Anyway, perfect and deep love. Okay. Oh, it depends on the color. What color were they? Anyway, I see pink, so I'm seeing it in my mind. I don't know. Hold on. Was it pink? No, it was purple. It was purple. Okay. Let me 1 second. I just want to look at this purple. Royalty and elegance. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, I have it now. Sorry. I was like, I know the meaning, the color. It's all saying something. Okay. The week ahead, it's interesting. I think you're gonna start to harvest the energy of royalty and elegance. And I know that we have like our mind sometimes wants to like kind of assume things about what royalty is. Royalty is simply you kind of commanding a lot of respect because of your station, right? Your energy specifically. And people are going to start to listen to you more. I don't know if you noticed this, right? But when I talk, people listen. And it's because I have a lot of that energy. I have a lot of my vibration so high. People they take it in. And it's kind of the message I have for you. I feel like in the coming weeks, I want to say until November, you're going to be taking in more and more of this energy of royalty and elegance, and people are going to start to notice you more and more, and you're going to stand out more and more. And that's kind of it. Hold on, let me see what Metatron wants to say about that. Metatron, what do you want to tell them about this? He does suggest that you pluck as much of this royalty as possible. It's funny, earlier today, I was doing like my poverty lack contract, and then I have Ganesha who steps forward to help me to remove blocks. He had removed a block I had, and I saw a bunch of purple. And imagine saying that was this. It was this energy. It's what I'm pulling in right now, and it's what those of us that stand out pull in. When you are royalty, when you have the energy, you command respect. You just do, and it's about time you start to step more into that role, I suppose, or leadership role. It's kind of what it feels like to me, but could be anything. Let's see. Is there any other guidance that you have for Sagittarius, or anything else you want to tell them? That is it. There is a message that's coming through from Metatron. The energy that you're cultivating and harvesting is going to refill and replenish constantly. I don't know. It just keep going, I guess. You're going to know when you have enough of it. Is there anything else, any other guidance, anything else you need to know about the week ahead? That's it. Metatron says that you have an idea about where you're going. You have this idea already. And that's what's helping you attract this specific energy into your life. It kind of feels, it's not the same, but it kind of feels like the super attractor energy that we can start to cultivate and harvest. It's going to attract something into your life that you need, but it requires you to stand out more than anyone else right now. And that is where it's at right now. It's like, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, right? But know that you're doing that, I guess. Anyway, I think that's that. That's all I got for you, Sagittarius. I'm gonna make sure Metatron wants to say anything else. You have any last words for Sagittarius right now, Metatron? No, he is bringing up a sunflower. He's going back to the garden imagery. What about it? I don't know what sunflower means. I'm not gonna Google it or anything like that. But he's saying that you're gonna stand out a lot. That's what he's saying. That's what you're gearing up for. Expect a lot of attention, right? Expect a lot of people turning their heads and noticing you. Expect that, because that's what you have coming. That's what you're harvesting. That's what you're cultivating right now. And so many people are gonna see that. That's all he has for you. Thank you, Sagittarius. Don't forget to like and comment. Alrighties. Let's see, we're at 39. 25. Did I do all the signs? Oh, wait, no, I'm like, wait a second. 39, 30. And we're going to move to Capricorn. Okay, let's see. Capricorn. Oopsie. Yes, there we go. Okay, Capricorn. Metatron, what do you have to say for Capricorn's quick message about the week ahead? So what I see for you, Capricorn, your weeks are very, I don't know what the word is. Sorry, I don't think one day I will be able to say this, but it's just not the political climate is just not there yet. But your days are very your weeks that you experience are very much the same. What is happening is you're stuck. I think you've been stuck since the summer, but it feels like it's just before the summer is where I see it. But we're like at this current week, right? The week that we're currently dealing with, and your weeks have been very similar thus far. So what Metatron's what are you saying with this, Metatron? There is a need for you to shake things up here. Sorry, I'm trying to, I don't, sometimes I wonder if it's my mind pulling this, or is this really what he's saying? Because sometimes it's just like, it is what it is. I have to say it, but it's just sometimes I wonder, is my mind doing this? But Metatron is suggesting that you sign up for the candle that I'm doing. There's a big suggestion of that, but he's saying that you need someone that's going to come and shift your energy for you. You've been stuck for so long. You've been stuck in the same cycle, stuck in the same kind of way of being, stuck in the same energy. And you need someone who's going to come in and just like a lightning bolt, ignite you. I had this experience. It was, I want to say 2 months ago. I was stuck for like a month, and I was like, what's going on here? I'm not moving. I don't feel great. And I'm just like, I felt it in my heart, like it's just something's off. And I had got a healing from someone, and I knew I needed the healing. I knew I needed the healing so that I can energize myself, so that it can ignite me. And it feels like you have that issue right now. You need someone to ignite you, but you need their energy, and you need to be open to it. And that's why that's a suggestion, either healing or the candle itself. But what's happening currently for you, Capricorn, is there is just, you have so much of the same. You know how people are constantly evolving, they vibrate higher and they feel better, right? Yeah, you're not evolving. You've not been that much. And it's in fact, I think you may be behind Earth, because Earth is vibrating at a specific frequency, and all the way showers and light bearers, right? They're all over here. And I think you're around over here, and you need to kind of catch up with Earth. And this is why you need that ignition. And it's why you need that spark. You need someone to come in and light that spark for you. What other suggestions do you have for Capricorn right now? He says to look in your eyes. You look in your eyes more. I know it's an odd thing to say, but he's saying to do that. Oh, it's a odd. I've never done this before, but he's saying when you look in yourself in the mirror and you look deep enough, you can see your soul. He's saying you'll be able to see on the left side. I think you need to do that. It will connect you more to who you are on a soulful level, so that that part of you can start to come to the surface. The more soul we have active and in our body, the more conscious we are. And I think that's part of it as well. All right. It's just something to take note of. All right. Anything else, Metatron? That's it. That's it. All right. Let's take a look here. We're at 43, 25 for Capricorn. Oh no, for Aquarius. Oh yeah, I have a candle if you want to book the candle. You can check on the Calendly link. But yes, yeah, that will work. It's enough energy going into you to ignite you if you needed it. If you feel like that was yours, that was your reading. All right, okay, let's see. Aquarius. Metatron, can you tell me, what does Aquarius need to know for the week ahead? For one, you need to know that in the coming months, things are going to really get exciting for you. When I say exciting, I mean it. It feels like you're going to hit a very, I don't know if it's a cycle, but it's like it's okay. He brought forward an example. He says, think of it like a river. You know how the river sometimes goes faster at certain areas? Yeah, you're about to hit one of these cycles where life moves very fast. And all of a sudden you have this to do, this to do, this to do. And you may feel overwhelmed. You may feel like it's too much. But what Metatron wants to tell you is in the coming weeks and months, when this is happening, is you can totally handle it. It feels like a lot of things you asked for are coming into fruition. All at once though, and it doesn't really make sense. But Metatron says if you were to look at astrology, the planets, you would get why this is happening, because the planets can create blocks for us, blocks of energy. So it's almost like the planets are opening up, and this energy that you needed is coming in, and it's like they can't wait for the next time for it to open, right? So they have to give you all of it all at once. That's what's about to happen. I want to say from now till next September, like, you know, you're going to have one of those like things where you just have just stuff hitting you, like almost too much. I actually, no, sorry. Metatron's corrected me. He's saying from September till when? January. There you go. January. I see this like this window of this bunch of stuff hitting you all at once, and things are going to start to pick up very quickly. So this week that we're talking about is part of that window, I guess. There it is. Anyway, I was wondering this one thing. Now he clarified it. Thank you, Metatron. What does Aquarius need to know about this? You deserve it. What you're getting, you do deserve. Let's see. He says that because there's so much stuff hitting you, some of the stuff that you're doing that keeps you in a good energy, you may start to dismiss. You may start to like, oh, I need to watch TV instead, right? I was doing this all day. I want to go home and watch TV. He says he understands that you may want it, right? We may want that, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, you need to make sure that you are dedicating time that's going to keep you in the energy and the frequencies that you need to be in. For one, you need to be at a higher frequency to receive what you're receiving, or you can't get it, right? That's one. But it's not just that. You need to be at a balanced frequency so that you can handle everything hitting you all at once as well. So it feels like you're going to have less time to watch TV, and you may try to make up for that less TV by watching TV on times when you would heal yourself, or times when you would maybe do meditation, or when you would listen to a guided meditation. I don't know, right? Instead of doing that, you're going to watch some more TV. And Metatron saying, no, you need to make sure you are setting that time aside how often you do it. Every week, right? So keep your energy at a good vibration, because we're constantly picking up stuff from other people. And the only way we can do upkeep is to actually do the work and upkeep ourselves. So that is the message, okay? Life's going to get busy, but you don't stop healing, right? Life's going to get real crazy, but you don't stop working on yourself, right? This is how you get more stuff. So that is the message, is you need to learn to balance that out. And that includes not letting go of TV, but watching less of it. All right. All right. I think that's it. That's what I got for you, Aquarius. I want to thank you. Don't forget to like and comment. Alrighty. So we're at 47. Ooh, 40 for Pisces now. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Alrighty. Pisces. Let's take a look here, Pisces. Metatron, what does Pisces need to know about the week ahead? The week ahead is going to have something that happens to you. I don't know how bad it is or how much you may not want to look at it. It doesn't feel that drastic. It doesn't really feel that heavy, but I see a beam of light turning your head like this and making you face something that you need to face. There's something that you're not seeing, and they're going to purposely turn your head and make you see it. You know, I know that we can't feel it because of that veil that we have on us, but in reality, when they turn our head, our energy moves in that direction, then we soak up that energy, and we know what they're pulling us towards, and we will actually feel the urge to turn our head to. It's just how things manifest. It's real funny that way. But the beings of light, the ones that you're working with, the ones that are meant to work with you, do life contracts and that stuff, they're going to help you see something you've been missing. Let me see what this is. It's something that's on a shelf. I don't think it's a physical shelf, but I think you placed it there and you just left it and you didn't think about it. And it's about time you started to take a look at this. Metatron says it's something that you would put in a music box. I don't know if it's a literal music box or not, but something like that, where you kind of just store it in there. You close it and you just don't think about it. Yeah, that's got to open. It's interesting. You may, I think music will be playing whenever I'm really close to the being's light. I always have music in my ears all the time, and it's them singing to me, right? So they may sing to you to calm you, to keep you at a good energy and a good frequency while you deal with whatever you're dealing with, because music came through. But it could very well just be in a music box, but I doubt it. I feel like it's just something you place in a box, something like a music box, and you need to open it up again to see it, to deal with it, and so that you can process it. Why is that thing so important, Metatron, for Pisces right now? It's not that is so important. It's that you're ready to deal with it in the coming week. You're ready to finally start to process and face the thing that you need to face. It feels like it's something that you have been avoiding, ignoring, pretending like it's like, well, I don't know what that is. Like, I never seen that before, right? But you really do need to just face this. You're ready for it. I think in the past it may have been too much. That's why it was like, it was fine, right? But now the beings light are saying you are ready, and you can guarantee that you are. They're never wrong. The beings light, they're just never wrong ever. It's like everything works out here so perfectly anyway. But even if it didn't, they would be perfect in their responses. So when they say, you're ready, they mean it. And there's no ifs, ands, buts about it, right? So I feel like you're ready to deal with this. Let's see what it is exactly. I think it's past heartbreak. I think it is. I think it's a past heartbreak of some kind. It could be from a past life, but I don't know. It feels like it's more from this one. And I'm trying, is there anything you can give me? No. But if you want, you can set the intention to do it now. Is there any help or any guidance that you have for Pisces and how they can navigate this faster or better? Everything's set, he says. Everything's set for you to just move through this quite quickly. It's one of those things that you think is scarier, but when you finally face it, you're like, what was that? Yeah, because our mind, right, our human mind always wants to make things scarier than they actually are. If we lived through an experience, we would realize it wasn't that bad. It never is as bad as our mind make us think it is. And I think that's one of the things. It's something to pay attention to as well. Your mind has been doing this to you where that seems too scary. And then when you realize, right, your mind is wrong often, right? And probably all the time, right? And our mind tries to convince us that things are worse than they actually are. And this is one of those things. That's what Metatron's saying. So pay attention to that lesson. I've learned that lesson. Oh God, maybe like 2 months ago. I finally nailed it. But it is hard. It's hard, is it not? Because our mind really got us, and it really makes us believe things would be so terrible if they happen, but we would survive. We always do. All right. I thank you, Pisces. Don't forget to like and comment. Hi, everyone. I thank you all. I'll see you later if you are still here. If not, I do appreciate you all being here, and take care. Bye.